Meta remains incredibly bullish regardless of what happens. Today, we analyze Meta, but we actually take a look here at a higher time frame. This allows us to perfectly determine where Meta will head next in the near future. In order to do this, as always, we take a look here at the monthly chart of Meta. And before we start with our simple yet very effective technical analysis, it's incredibly important that we first of all determine the underlying trend of Meta. Here you can see that already all the way back in the year of 2012, in the end of 2012, you can see that around this psychological $20 level, Meta actually created the previous all-time low. Now, after this all-time low creation, you can see that Meta then entered into a quite strong bull run. And over the course of the next couple of years, you can see that Meta created an incredible rally of approximately 2,000% towards the upside. Back in the end of 2021, you can then nicely see that Meta from top to bottom corrected approximately minus 75%, created a quite strong bear market over the course of multiple months before then initiating another parabolic rally. And so far, we have been witnessing another almost 600% move towards the upside. Looking at this, despite of all of the back and forth which we are witnessing on the higher time frame of Meta, the underlying trend is clearly towards the upside. This gets even more interesting when we now take a look here at recent support and resistance. Now, first of all, what I want to mention is that the bottom back in the year of 2022 was totally expected, and that's exactly why we use technical analysis. Starting all the way back in the year of 2017, you can see that on the one side, Meta perfectly established a lower green support trend line. And always, when it came back to retest this support trend line, we saw bullish confirmation on the smaller time frame, followed by a major rejection away towards the upside. This was, by the way, also the reason for why back in 2022 I published a bunch of analysis here on TradingView, as well as inside my free Discord, explaining all the reasons for why I do expect the bottom to be in, for why I do expect a bullish rejection. And I will simply go ahead and link all of my previous analysis of Meta below this breakdown, so you can go ahead and check them out for further reference. During the exact same period of time, you can also see that Meta established this upper red resistance trend line, meaning that since 2017, almost for a decade, Meta has been trading in this reverse triangle formation. And always, when it came back to retest this upper red resistance trend line, which is marked here in red, there was a very high chance that we will see a bearish rejection away towards the downside. Therefore, just a couple of months ago, Meta once again retested the resistance trend line, and we already witnessed a correction of approximately minus 35%. With this correction, you can then see that Meta once again retested perfect structure. In fact, you can see that at this $520 level, back in the year of 2024, Meta created the previous all-time high, which therefore is obviously an extremely strong resistance. We saw the break above previous resistance, which after the break towards the upside, previous resistance is simply turned support. And on the retest, Meta then finally created the continuation towards the upside. We already saw a first retest approximately a year ago in mid-2025, which was followed by a nice rally of approximately plus 60%. And you can see that just a couple of weeks ago, in April of 2026, Meta once again retested the support trend line and once again created this rejection away towards the upside. Now, if from here Meta just creates this continuation towards the upside, there is a very high chance that we are heading for new all-time highs during 2026. But for those of you who are not in a position on Meta yet, you can simply perfectly wait for another potential retest of this lower green horizontal support. And if we then have trend pointing towards the upside, Meta actually retesting support, and you wait for proper confirmation on the smaller time frame, we have everything perfectly lining up, everything pointing towards a significant continuation higher. And also then Meta will head for new all-time highs over the course of the next couple of weeks and months. If you enjoyed today's breakdown of Meta and you found it helpful, as always, I really much appreciate if you smash the thumbs up / the rocket below this breakdown. Obviously, I will totally keep you updated regardless of what Meta does in the near future. I will see you tomorrow with a fresh breakdown. Don't get caught up in any of the short-term volatility. Ignore all the noise and keep your long-term vision.